in the front court. Those are the things that used to drive Mata nuts. Pass down the middle of Worthy, slam, dunk.
Drops it. Isiah, coast to coast, and up and in. Left on the wing. Hodges kicks it over. Moncrief, he'll take a three-pointer.
Cheeks down the lane and hits.
The team wants to really put their foot on the gas pedal and get this tempo up.
Dennis Johnson.
What's going on, YouTube? And today I wanted to talk about the best point guards of the 1980s. Now, I did not grow up during the 80s, but I have been watching basketball since I was a little kid and loved the sport. So I made sure to look into each player I picked so that I can give you the best opinion possible. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right into it. With number 5, Dennis Johnson. Drafted in 1976 by the Seattle Supersonics with the 29th pick, throughout his 13-year career that spawned from 1976 to 1990, Johnson would be known as one of, if not the best defenders in the league. He had very quick hands and feet, which always made him a threat to rip the ball from you, and despite his height at just 6'4", he had the strength to handle bigger point guards like Magic. Johnson for his career played for the aforementioned Sonics, Suns, and Celtics, and his career averages were 14.1 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Johnson would win 3 NBA championships in his career, one with the Supersonics in 1979, where he also snagged the Finals MVP to defeat the Washington Bullets in 5 games, and 2 more with the Boston Celtics in 1984 and 1986. Johnson would make 5 All-Star teams, 1 All-NBA first team, 1 All-NBA second team, 6 All-Defensive first teams, and 3 All-NBA second teams in his career, while being the perfect complement to those Boston Celtics teams with his tenacious defense. And I feel great about this pick, seeing as Johnson did a lot of his damage in the 80s, as my other choice, Mark Price, who played most of his career in the 90s. Number 4, Maurice Cheeks. Cheeks was drafted 36th overall by the Philadelphia 76ers in the 1978 draft and would go on to become a very solid player in the league. Cheeks was described as a team-first player who didn't have the most flashy numbers and play styles, but played great defense and always put the team over individual accolades and achievements. Cheeks played for 5 different teams in his 13-year career, and 11 of those came with the 76ers, where Cheeks made 4 All-Star teams, 4 All-Defensive first teams, and 1 All-Defensive second team. He won his only NBA championship with Julius Erving and Moses Malone during the 1982-1983 season, and in the 1986-87 season, he averaged his most points in the season with 20.6. Yes, Cheeks' numbers and accolades don't jump off the page, but Cheeks was a very big part of that 1983 76ers team winning the championship with his steady presence that helped set up Malone and Irving for good shots. By the time Cheeks had retired in 1993, he was the all-time leader in the NBA in steals by that point and had a very solid career for a very solid player. Number 3, Sidney Moncrief. Sidney Moncrief was drafted 5th overall in the 1979 draft and played 11 seasons with the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks. Moncrief was known for his tenacious defense and made a living guarding the other team's best players such as Julius Erving, Michael Jordan, Joe Dumars, and many others. During the 80s, his Milwaukee Bucks had the 3rd best winning percentage during the decade, only behind the Bulls and Celtics. But the knock on Moncrief and the Bucks were that they would always have great regular season numbers and records, but never was able to make it to the NBA Finals, as the Bucks would get eliminated by the 76ers every year until 1986, where they finally beat them in 7 games, but would then run into the Celtics. Regardless, Moncrief was a player that made 5 All-Star teams, won the first 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards ever, 1 All-NBA first team selection, 4 All-NBA second team selections, 4 All-NBA defensive first team selections, and 1 All-Defensive second team selection. Moncrief's career high in scoring came in the 1982-83 season with 22.5 points per game. And even though Moncrief never won a championship, he will go down as one of the greatest defensive guards in NBA history, and that's saying something. Number 2, Isiah Thomas. Isiah Thomas was drafted 2nd overall in 1981 by the Detroit Pistons. Isiah was known for his quick first step and spearheaded the legendary Bad Boy Pistons that had a lot of success in the late 80s, winning 2 championships with the Pistons in 1989 and also a Finals MVP in 1990. Isiah played his entire career with the Detroit Pistons and made 12 All-Star teams, 3 All-NBA first teams, 2 All-NBA second teams, and led the league in assists in the 1984-85 season. That's a really good resume that in a lot of eras would have made him the best point guard in the league, and in my opinion, Thomas doesn't get the recognition from newer NBA fans like he should, and that's a shame. Thomas for his career averaged 19 points per game, 9.3 assists, and 1.8 steals, and has created countless memories like his epic Game 6 in the 1988 NBA Finals, where Isiah would sprain his ankle badly, and instead of just sitting out, a hobbled Thomas proceeded to score a still NBA Finals record 25 points in the 3rd quarter, but the Pistons would still lose the game and the series after a phantom call against Pistons center Bill Laimbeer on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that won LA the game 103-102. Isiah was not just one of the best point guards in the 80s, but best players in general, and like I said before, deserves more love and recognition from newer NBA fans. And of course, number 1, to no one's surprise, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, of course, was drafted number 1 overall in the 1979 draft to the Los Angeles Lakers, pairing him with superstar big man Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Magic was everything you could want in a point guard. He was tall, quick, had great handles, and was 6'9". His passing is what made him special, as his up and down style coined the phrase Showtime Lakers because of the constant highlights the Lakers would give you every single night. Magic will go on to win 5 NBA championships, 3 Finals MVPs, 3 regular season MVPs, 12-time All-Star, 9 All-NBA first teams, 1 All-NBA second team, and led the league in assists 4 times. Without a doubt, the greatest pure point guard in NBA history, and Magic finished his legendary career with averages of 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists per game. Even though Magic had a lot of great performances in his career, one that stuck out to me was his Game 6 1980 performance in the NBA Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers. With Kareem hurt and unable to play, Johnson as a rookie would start the game at center and put up one of the greatest stat lines in NBA Finals history, scoring a crazy 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists to give Magic his first title, winning Finals MVP in the process. Magic and Larry Bird are credited with popularizing the NBA and saving it from the dark ages of the 1970s, which no doubt makes Magic the best point guard of the 1980s. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. I did my best to show the respect that these legends deserve. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts, because I would love to do one of these for other positions. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.